Good morning, and we're going to continue on from yesterday's video in John chapter 19. This is where Jesus is nailed to a cross. Deep breath, exhale. Okay. So the soldiers took charge of Jesus. He had to carry his own cross. He went out to a place called the Skull. In the Aramaic language, it is called Golgotha. I think I said it right. There they nailed Jesus to the cross. 2 other men were crucified with him. One was on each side of him. Jesus was in the middle. Pilate had a notice prepared. It was fastened to the cross. It read, "Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews." Many of the Jews read the sign. That's because the place where Jesus was crucified was near the city. And the sign was written in the Aramaic, Latin, and Greek languages. The chief priests of the Jews argued with Pilate. They said, "Do not write the King of Jews. Write that this man claimed to be the King of Jews." And Pilate answered, "I have written what I have written." When the soldiers crucified Jesus, they took his clothes, they divided them into 4 parts. Each soldier got 1 part. All that was left was Jesus' long inner robe. It did not have any seams. It was made out of 1 piece of cloth from top to bottom. "Let's not tear it," they said to one another. "Let's cast lots to see who will get it." This happened so that the scripture would come true. It says, "They divided up my clothes among them. They cast lots for what I was wearing," in Psalm 22, verse 18. So that is what the soldiers did. Jesus' mother stood near his cross. So did his mother's sister, Mary, the wife of, I gotta try to say this name, Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. Jesus saw his mother there. He also saw the disciple he loved, must be John, standing nearby. Jesus said to his mother, "Dear woman, here is your son." He said to the disciple, "Here is your mother." From that time on, the disciple took her into his home. Later, Jesus knew that everything had now been finished. He also knew that what Scripture said must come true. So he said, "I am thirsty." A jar of wine vinegar was there, so they soaked a sponge in it. They put the sponge on the stem of a hyssop plant. Then they lifted it up to Jesus' lips. After Jesus drank, he said, "It is finished." Then he bowed his head and died. It was preparation day. The next day would be a special Sabbath day. The Jewish leaders did not want the bodies left on the crosses during the Sabbath day, so they asked Pilate to have the legs broken and the bodies taken down. The soldiers came and broke the legs of the first man who had been crucified with Jesus. Then they broke the legs of the other man. But when they came to Jesus, they saw that he was already dead. So they did not break his legs. Instead, one of the soldiers stuck his spear into Jesus' side. Right away, blood and water flowed out. The man who saw it has been a witness about it. and what he has said is true. He knows that he tells the truth. He is a witness so that you also may believe. These things happened in order that the scripture would come out. It says, not one of his bones will be broken, in Exodus 12:48, Numbers 9:12, and Psalms 34:20. Scripture also says they will look to the one they have pierced, in Zechariah 12:10. I'm going to leave it at that for today. Tomorrow we'll be on chapter 19, verse 38. Jesus is buried. And we'll continue then. And I thank you for listening, and have a good day. Thank you.